Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another live stream. Yes, it's true. We are. Here we are. Welcome, Laura G. How are you? I am fantastic and doing really well. Welcome, Paul Perfemo. How's it going? How are you all? All of you in my phone. I hope everything is very good for you. I just need to share this with everyone on the Discord. Laura G, you have not been in my stream in ages. It is true. But here you are. Josie, you are also a returning viewer. Oh. What's going on here? Where are my lives? Trying to... There it is. Yes. I will go to... Baymax. Yes. Okay. How are we? How are you? How am I? How is everything? Richie G is washing the dishes. He also texted me and said, how are you? Then Laura G texted me, and I think they must have been speaking about me, because they both texted me at the same time. I thought, So today I wore my first fragrance of the summer rotation, and that fragrance was this, a minty little number. Distinctly minty. He is downstairs washing the dishes. You are joined at the brain. You have Mitch on the brain. Duck on your brains. Perhaps I will do this. Yes, there it is. You are just in sync. Hello, Paul Femo, Dushan, Josie, Laura G, Paroli is here. Oh. Well, must have been the spag bol for dinner. Yes, if you had spaghetti bolognese on the wrong day, though. Oh, no. Spaghetti bolognese is a Tuesday dish, not a Monday dish. Must have brought it forward for a special occasion. How much is a sample of Melt My Heart? A lot. I imagine it's going to be a lot of money. They're like 800 quid a bottle, man. Hello, Nina. How are you? Welcome, Pradeep. How is it going? How is everyone? I have to go into the town tomorrow. I'm having a scan on my elbow. My elbow, of all things. There is my buy me a coffee. I was just telling Laura G about how I need to save some money. I need a new phone. This one is becoming willful. It's not willful. It's just lagging, you know. You stream, all the ducklings swim over. Cheap in the comments. Cheap. Oh my, says Rabbit. You should be used to spending loads of money now. You bought all of those Patu. Rich, I'm going to hit you with a tough question out the gate. What's the best mint out there? Out of these three, Geranium Pour Monsieur, Morph Fraîche, or Cartier Roadster? This is actually a minty fragrance right in front of you, like. So chew on that. I've deleted loads of content. I don't actually keep much content on the phone. What's the best mint out of the three? Well, Geranium Pour Monsieur doesn't technically have mint. It just smells minty because of the geranium. Geranium Pour Monsieur, Mont Fraîche. Ooh. I'm gonna go, pardon me. By what metric am I saying best? What's the metric we're using as best? How are we defining best? Send me an email with a price after you've had a think. Oh, you want us to send you an email with a price? Okay. I thought you meant like buying one from the brand. Put it like this. I bought 5 2 ml samples off them and it was £100. So let that sink in. Do you know I might do a top 5 mint video? Jared, I might answer your question in a video. Do you want to know what it is? This is a God's honest truth. I was actually thinking about doing a mint video of like a top 5, or I would have done a top 10, but I don't have 10 mints, I don't think. But bear with us, Jared, right? I'll come back to you with a video if you're happy with that. And I will, if I remember, I will give you a shout out. I will give you a shout out. A mint video would be nice. I aim to make mint videos, that's right. Is that Lauder for Men? No, it's not. No, it's not, Dushan. It's not. It is, in fact, Metropolis by Estee Lauder. Interesting. Very interesting. Metropolis. That's right. How intriguing. Like the stream, friends. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. What is in the Guerlain bottle? This is also a mint. Herba Fresca. Donald Trump bought the bottles for his fragrances from Estee Lauder. From the 80s. Best fragrance ever. Herba Fresca. Good evening, Sense for Thought. Missed the summer rotation stream. I am distraught. Nightmare. Welcome, RN. This is Herba Fresca, Laura G. It is minty. Perhaps you would like it. I don't know if you'd like to smell of it, but it's from the same line as your vanilla basilica or basilic. It's from that line. I wore Herba Fresca yesterday, says Paul Famo. It's a great fragrance. It's a great fragrance. I'm scared to talk about mints now. I don't want to spoil the video. I hope you are all doing well. Considering what I'm going to wear this week, I've got loads of new choices. I don't have that many summer, like direct summer fragrance. Probably the smallest. Spring and autumn, I reckon, I've probably got the widest diaspora, you know? Is Herba Fresca better than Eau de Minte by Diptyque? Yes. I'm going to say yes. I do not want to smell like toothpaste. Well, that's the eternal problem with mint fragrances. It's having a fragrance, excuse me, it's having a fragrance, right, that smells recognizably of mint that doesn't smell like toothpaste, because everybody associates mint with toothpaste. I think the best thing to do is put a bit of bitterness in there, you know. So geranium Paul Monsieur is so good. It's so fucking good. AC9 20314. That can't be right, can it? Oh, it's AC9. That's the batch code of that one. Yeah, geranium Paul Monsieur is like one of the arch summer fragrances, really, isn't it? Yeah, buddy. Welcome, Zhao. How Zhao? I've been at work all day. Scent of the day is Bracken, man. Is Herba Fresca better than Eau de Minte by Diptyque? I'm going to say no. Mantes Le Jolie is current favourite minty green aromatic, says Pradeep. Hi, everyone, says Zhao. Hello, says Sense for Thought. Mint and lime, mojito. There is a mint and lime fragrance by Guerlain, of all people. Zhao, I would like to send you some unique shirt as your birthday gift, says Duchan. Perhaps mint and grapefruit would be nice, says Laura J. I don't like grapefruit. I don't like grapefruits. Don't like grapefruit as a smell. Scarred me when I was younger. They used to use a grapefruit material, which I just thought smelled like stale piss. It was bloody awful. Still scarred by it to this day. Original vetiver, interesting. Do you get much performance out of that? I get about 6 hours, 5 to 6 hours. It's just a it's just a niche version of the old Mugler cologne. That's what original vetiver is. Like a grassy green fragrance, just a non-synthetic version of Mugler cologne. But the thing is, everybody always bought Mugler cologne because fucking it was 30 quid. At retail, it was 30 quid. You used to be able to get a discount for 20, man. Obscenely good value. You know? Thank you, Dushan. Really appreciate it. Do you like Metropolis more than a Lauder for Men? Currently, yes. My bottle of Lauder for Men, I think has gone off. I'm getting massive cumin from it. And it doesn't have a cumin note. It hasn't gone off, you know, apart from that cumin smell, which really, 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 really shouldn't be. So this has either gone off or there's something in this that has been lurking the whole time I've had it. But it's got like 30 ml left in it, 35. I'm going to just give it to Richie G, to be fair. Got my Nawara piece back. I'll tell that story when there's more people here. Fucking absolute bastard. Fuming. Geranium-centric perfumes are rare to come by, says RN. Really good, though. Herbert Troublon is so good. Price, not so much. I didn't like the dry down. I didn't like the dry down. MJ says, against all odds, just picked up paddock in Paris. In Paris Airport, Charles de Gaulle in the Hermes shop, Terminal 2F. Congratulations. Are you fucking buzzing? Where are you off to? Where have you come from? Do you have Equipage geranium, Rich? No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm not a huge fan. I thought it was all right. I wasn't a big fan of Equipage. That's not true. I really liked Equipage. I just never wore it. Like, go to the posh drinks aisle of Tesco or Asda and get London Essence pink grapefruit drink. Very Tory, but very refreshing. I bet that costs about a tenner for for about 330ml. Coke can size. I smelled two off fragrances and they both smelled like spices, so that adds up. It's so fucking weird though, the way it smells. Do you like Noir Peace? Sense for thought? Do you like Noir Peace? I'll be selling that cheap, like, just can't sell it on eBay. That Vetiver by Creed is actually a nice citrus scent. The Vetiver by Creed's amazing. It's lovely. It's brilliant for the summer. It's an absolutely gorgeous fragrance for high heat. I still remember when I could purchase 200ml or a 400ml splash bottle of Mugler cologne for €35. To this day, I regret only buying 100ml back then, says Zhao. Yes, absolutely, absolutely everybody who was around at that time thought it would just go on forever. Most people had a bottle just because you could just go and get it for 30 quid and smell like a bar of soap. Like a green soap. It's brilliant. Surely there's nothing in that perfume that would breach like any kind of rules on perfume ingredients. Surely not. It's all synthetic. But it smells incredible. It's a brilliant fragrance. It's 30 quid, man. Imagine getting a bottle of perfume half as good as that for 30 quid in retail now. Bonkers. Teasing for the fans, says Laura G. Oh, I am in the know and know the secret story, says Laura G. Very pleased with herself. Welcome, Tim Wilcox. How are you? Afternoon, Dallas. What are we talking about? We're talking about the fact that you can't get good fragrances now. Full stop. But you can't get Mugler cologne, which used to be 30 quid at retail in shops. Everybody had a bottle and used to be able to get massive bottles of it, 200, 400ml, right? And they were like fucking 30, 40, 50 quid. And then one day, gone. And they brought out a new line of colognes, which were okay, but if I could have got rid of that line and just kept the original, should have just done that. Not telling you as I am not a gent, says Laura G. Geranium Odorator is fantastic. Yes. Geranium Odorator is fantastic, and it is an underrated diptyque product. Is absolutely right. And the Geranium Rosa candle is fantastic for summer as well. I'm going home from a weekend in Paris. Just popped into the Hermes shop. Good man. Merci, paddock still available in London. My friendly Hermes sales associate checked. That's outrageous. Which store, though? Is it in Sloane Street or is it in Bond Street? Because there's two. Let me just do this. Does anybody know anybody going to London? Because I do know someone who wants a bottle. It's not for me, it's for someone else. I actually got a bottle for someone else as well. Tim, you got a bottle, didn't you? Did I get you your bottle? fuck knows? Maybe? Oof. Welcome off and licht. There's people that say Mugler cologne has a weird bodily fluid note, and that scares me. People know what it is it has a list of notes, right? And then there's one note that just says S, right? And everybody's like, oh, it's semen. That's what everybody said that, right? But I don't get that. No, I don't know anybody who actually gets the smell of anything other than a wet bar of like a green smell. And so it's Irish soap. It's what it smells like. Everybody who's like, oh, it's got this, that, and it doesn't. It just doesn't. Welcome, Jordan. I remember Drag Dog gave out Mugler cologne bottles at his wedding, says Jared. Outrageous, did he? And there's way too much texture for today's F regulations. It's just interesting. It's just a good perfume, man. Dallas says, I can't relate. My perfume journey started in 2020. Yeah. The price of it. The price is you will never know the joy of fucking Creed at discounters for £140 a bottle. Vintage green Irish tweed, 2 of them for under 300 quid. Royal Oud, 2 of them under 300 quid. Wad Portugal. Oh, delicious. Scent of the day, D-Squared Potion 2. Reminds me a lot of Gucci Pour on 1. Not enough chalk notes. Keep your chalk notes, that's weird. It's come together, same as Mugler Cologne. I think there was one of them that was the same. Bond Street, I think. Yes, you facilitated my bottle. Well, I am glad. Going to London next week, I'll check for you. I might need you to actually buy it there and then, though. Richard, you are a better man than I am. There is no way I'm wearing citruses ever, says Spaced Out. Stuff bores me to death. It's torture. That's outrageous. I think there's a time and a place for it. Like, I think what you've got to do is you've got to work extra hard to find good ones, because it's very easy to get shit ones. I'm going to read and tend to my sons and heirs, says Laura G. Please send pictures of your sons and heirs. Thanks, Richard. Trust your nose more than some rando on Fragrantica, says RN. Semen smells like chlorine. Mugler cologne smells like musk and neroli. Semen smells like chlorine. Interesting. Everything was cheaper back then in my case since 2016, and the outrageous quality perfumes you could purchase, it was mental. We will never see those times again. We will never, ever see pre-COVID perfume culture again. The culture is gone, friends. The culture is gone. It's mental. Did you smell the modern Mugler cologne come together? I did. I didn't. Did I notice much difference? Yeah, it wasn't quite as verdant. It didn't have quite as much, like, is tart the word? Like that almost sourness, that little bit of... like rind. It's got a little bit of rind about it, you know, like lime rind. You know, a little bit of bitterness, yeah, a little bit of tart bitterness, like. I just bought Portrait of a Lady in Rose and Kiss. I'm really happy with these perfumes. So happy. Welcome, Martin. Good, I'm happy for you. If they have it, I'll buy it. I'm sure there will be another suitor if you get to go before I go. If you get one before I go. Totally. Do you not want it? Have you smelled it? Spaced out, you want Orange Vert? I'm confused, says RN. Go on fragrances like Habit Rouge, Heritage, etc. for 30 to 40. On discount as Ammo Wash for 100 and sometimes even less. Yes. Yes. That was definitely all a thing. I got my Jubilation 25 for 120 maybe. Oh, excuse me. Where do I own Orange Vert? Orange Vert's really good. Girl on Pampelune, Orange Solaire, and Hermes Eau d'Orange Vert are great affordable citruses, says often licked. I don't like Pampelune, I don't like grapefruit, I'm scared of grapefruit. Don't like it, it's weird. On a hot summer day, it's best to wear Tobacco Vanille or Amber Absolute. It just works for me, says Spaced Out. Interesting. I like that. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought I was talking to Dropout, says RN. I'm going to Japan, says Nina. Going vintage hunting for bottles. Please pass on any spots I'll have to check out. I don't know any places you would have to go to find anything. I don't know any places you would have to go to find anything. But there is vintage out there. I'm going heavy on Hermes this summer. Lots of freshies that aren't boring. I am looking forward to wearing... I'll put this back. I'm looking forward to wearing my latest purchase, Eau de Gentian Blanche. Tim Wilcox taught me how to pronounce it, gentian. Sounds like a Japanese manga superhero. I'm getting a modern Kenzo Jungle Pour Homme tomorrow. I will let you know how it is. Modern Jungle Kenzo Pour Homme. Kenzo Jungle Pour Homme, sorry. The new reformulation of original vetiver is absolutely crap. The 2024 version, very different to the old one. No idea why Creed keep doing this, make them cheaper. I think what they're trying to do is, they are trying to make their old fragrances less appealing and make them cheaper because they sell less. And I think, and this is an industry sort of thing, that they are convinced that new releases sell more than established perfumes, even if they were once really successful. They'll still sell shit tons of Aventus, because that was fucking a special moment in time. They'll sell bottles of that forever. But I think the stuff like Green Irish Tweed, Original Vetiver, Himalaya, Royal Mayfair, all of those sorts of things, they'll just get reformulated till nobody wants to fucking buy them anymore, because they'll just keep making them cheaper and cheaper to keep the profit margins wide on them, you know. Aaron says, I'll send you a DM on Discord for Japanese perfumes, says Aaron. Get a Japanese phone SIM card, get Mercari set for Japan. They're all on there, says Dallas. That's good information. Just get grey vetiver instead of original vetiver if you're getting it in 2025, says Sense for Thought. Grey vetiver parfum's quite good. I really like my EDP. But again, the EDP I use mostly for summer, like when it's high heat, because it's quite dry. How are we feeling about Tour de Hermes Eau Givre? Eau Givre is all right. I didn't like Eau Très Fraîche. I thought Eau Très Fraîche was a bit crap. Yeah, I didn't like Eau Très Fraîche. Givre is good for about an hour, then it's the EDT with worse performance afterwards, says Sense for Thought. Givre is very nice, says Prody. Little carbon, ashy and mineralic. Could be less. Tom Atkins says, evening all, scent of the day is Bulgari Man in Black. What hemisphere are you in? What hemisphere? Why are you wearing Bulgari Man in Black in June? Often like it says so at 40 quid for 100 mil. It's decent. Ogivre for 40 quid. Aventus is that comet that passes every 100 years, says Scent Moments. Yes, Zhao is right. It is one of those, it's like Aqua di Gio in the 90s. What was it in the 2000s everyone was wearing? And then Aventus came along. Kouros in the 80s, Brute. Pardon me. I've got Mugler Pure Havana for dirt cheap, then realised resold it in the US for big bucks, says Dallas. Yeah, that's pretty solid, says Sense for Thought. You can spray a ton with 100 mil. It's very refreshing, but you have to reapply. Tom Aitken is in Scotland where it's pissing down. Calvin Klein CK. That was the 90s too. Bonsoir, Jason Faulkner. How you doing? Autre Fresh discontinued. Sebastian just dropped a turd of Hermes. Autre Fresh. Autre Fresh has been discontinued for a long time. That's fair. I might pick up one later this month then. If you can get a scent cheap enough, it's worth buying, even if the performance is crap, because you can just respray it. That's why I get Frenchy Levant. Frenchy Levant, the performance is not great, but 200 quid for 200 mils. It's a bargain. 200 quid for 200 mils, and you get 4, 5, 6 hours out of it, so you just reapply it twice a day. So you apply it once in the morning, once in the afternoon, once in the evening if you want. You know? And you've got 200 mils of it. Outre Fresh is stellar, says Paroli. Outre Fresh was like so good, says Zhao. Actually, it was my favourite from the tail line. Calvin Klein CK, Maria's conquered the 2000s, says RN. Is Imagination going to last as long as Aventus did in the Fracom? No. No, it's not. Are you sure you meant Outre Fresh? Because the geranium in it is fantastic. Outre Fresh was the one with the white around the edge of the bottle, wasn't it? That's the one I'm thinking. It had the white. Which is the one that had the white going around the bottle? A few companies have launched a clone Imagination, then we'll know. Yes, exactly. I smelled Herba Fresca today, and it is still fantastic. Ryan says, Imagination is the new Aventus. Batch nonsense, overhyped, blah. Yes. Imagination is pure hype. I was so disappointed. All of those LVs are shit. People just want them because they're LVs, I'm sure of it. Then again, I was never a massive fan of Aventus, so maybe I'm just talking shit. Maybe away the baddies. Could it be me? Could it be me that is wrong? No, never. Yes, ETF had white. Yeah, I didn't like that one. I gave it to Richie G. Had a 30 mil. Had like a mini of it. It was like a 30 mil mini. Those little tear minis are incredible. But I had a little 30 mil mini, yeah, and I gave it to Richie J. Didn't like it. It was creamy. Jason says, drowning at those prices. I'm drowning in Eau de Narcissus Bleu while the wife is away with work for a week. If you can get them cheap enough, you can just apply at your leisure. And if you love it enough, buy a few. You know what I mean? And then just use it literally like a cologne. I used to do that with the Lavans from L'Occitane. I used to buy like a 300ml bottle for 60 quid, and I'd use it in like 2 months because it's just incredible value. The value proposition was outrageous. Outre Fresh was discontinued because of IFRA, right? I believe so. I wasn't sorry to see it go, I won't lie. Imagination is a good fragrance if you remove all the marketing, branding, and hype. No, I just don't like the smell. I just don't like the smell. Creed Adventist, says Duchamp. There are a few. Adventist was magnitudes better than Imagination. I would agree with that, actually. It's always the kids that are wrong, says Often Licked. Yes, now that I'm not a kid anymore, I totally agree. There are too many new releases these days for one fragrance to gain such momentum. That's not a bad point. Those rapscallions, they're outrageous. LVs are okay, says Ryan. I managed to get them half price on Sea Scent a few years ago. Wouldn't rebuy though. Sea Scent was really good for a while, wasn't it? Really good. And then I think they were got at. I think people got at them. Pat Lester says, hello, Rich. Scent of the day, Musk Moderne. Where is my Musk Moderne? Huh? I know where it is. I'll get it out in a second. It says fragrance party is summer or spring? Summer, absolutely. Dushan says one day I'll have that Metropolis. You'll have to be quick. Imagination is nice, I can't lie, says Christian. The hype is ridiculous, though. I'd buy Imagination if it was made by Healy. Half the price, yes. If LV put those in a signature range, then I would buy. If there were signature prices. Welcome, Mitra K. Okay, cool. Next says, evening, Rich and all. Today has been a day of citrus aromatics with Eau de Guerlain, vintage Eau de Rochas, Homme, and now original Dior Eau Sauvage Extreme. If I had to buy an overpriced LVMH citrus, says Often Licked, I'd go with Givenchy Disobedient. I like cheap citrus as an expensive sheetress, says Duchamp. Wait, Rich, you've smelled Imagination? Yes. Yes, I'm sure I have. Yeah, I have. Yeah, of course. You've got me questioning myself now. Yeah, I'm sure I have. Tried Roger Enigma Cologne today and it smells like wet dog. I love cola fragrances, but this one is awful. I smelled the parfum and thought it was all right. But Jura Rose told us it had been reformulated, like. Said it used to be much thicker and richer. Looks like it 3 in a day. Good effort, says Jason. I decided today that Lauder for Men is not for me. Certainly a great fragrance, but not my style, says Nick. Rich tried the Modern Belle Me. Why did it last 3 hours? That is very sad, but I have tried it. I found it extremely spicy, but not as leathery or aromatic as it used to be. Used to smell the re-release by Jean-Claude. Was it Jean-Claude Lena? When it came out in the 2000s, when it was re-released, and it had that square Hermes bottle, the same one as the Gentian Blanche bottle, but with the different cap. That smelled brilliant and it lasted. And I've got the shaker as well, which also lasts. But I thought the Modern Belle Me was weak sauce, and it smelled much more peppery, spicy. I put on some Essential Parfums Bois Imperial after Mitra's live today. Good for the price, that brand, says Carl. Outre Fresh was discontinued because of Lilial, which causes sterility, apparently, says Tim. Good. Don't want no baby. Are you buying Diaghilev? Everyone is buying it out of fear of Roger's succession. No, I won't be buying Diaghilev. It's a lovely, brilliant fragrance, but it's not something I would ever wear, and it's certainly not something I would spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds on. Enigma Parfum is great. If you're looking for an older bottle, I can source you one. I may be. How can you tell an older bottle? Enigma Parfum is the one to get, says Col. I like M7 for a cola smelling perfume, though. Can I just say, when's Ramsey back? Have I missed something? Says Jason. I get asked this on almost every stream now, and it's not your fault, and it's not anybody's fault for asking us this. But I will say the same thing that I say to everybody else. Ramsey is going to come back when Ramsey's ready to come back. I need to try the Vetiver Flanker before I go for the vintage, I think, says Sense for Thought. Which Vetiver Flanker? I pack a couple more in some days, but typically just 2. Offenlich says Bois Imperial is an Aki Gallowwood bomb. I think it might get too much after a few wears. Welcome, Robert. How is fragrance journey? I hope you're well, mate. I hope you are doing well. I hope you are fantastic and everything is brilliant, and so is future journey. I like the basil in it, though, says Offenlich. Sense for Thought says batch number tells us the date of production. I'll drop you an email, but let me ask my Roger guy first. No problem. Nick, I love Lord of Ferment, but I wouldn't wear it in public. Not my style either, but I appreciate the fragrance. Put a white polo shirt on, pair of jeans, summertime, dry sheepra. Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. I love Lord of Ferment, but I wouldn't wear it in public. That's outrageous behaviour. M7 Oud Absolute reminds me so much of Dr. Pepper in the open. Yeah, it's got that cola thing. It's mental, isn't it? I love it. I love the Oud Absolute and the vintage. I think they're both fantastic. Mitchell K is never coming back. I go with the layering tune. Nick, we'll have to get more creative, says Jace. Bellamy Vetiver. Like the stream, friends. If you like liking streams, please feel free to like my stream. Let me see if I can find Musk Moderne. I'm pretty sure it's back here. I never wore that Tumult. Oh, I should wear Cristal. I think the time's passed. There it is. I see it. I knew it was back here. Out you come. Your time is now. Yes, yes, yes. There it was. I knew it. Okay. Oh. Samsara. Honneur de Samsara. Fantastic fragrance, which is massively slept on. Nobody ever talks about it when they talk about the Samsaras, but they should. I watched Mobland just before. Lots of proper English today, except Hardy's. Man, I don't rate Tom Hardy. Don't rate Tom Hardy. Fed M says, after a lot of research, I pulled the trigger and bought myself a vintage Antaeus on eBay. Everything looked legit, silver spray, etc. Then it arrived and smelled like a sort of synthetic oud. Ooh. Not sure about that. Shouldn't smell like a synthetic oud. Are you sure you bought a... Are you sure you bought a proper one? It shouldn't. It shouldn't smell like an amberwood or a synthetic oud at all. Should smell like castoreum and rose and leather and oak moss. I'm never quite sure where and when to wear, and that's part of the problem with it for me. Yes, if you find yourself you can't wear something, then what's the point of owning it? Unless you literally just want to smell it. And if that is a legitimate reason for you to own a perfume, then fair enough. I like streams. May I like your stream? My good sir, you may. Permission granted. Carl, I'll send you a photo of the first Enigma from 2013, says Dushan. Sense of Thought says, product have picked up Diaghilev. It makes me feel like a young oligarch's son in the 20s dating Stalin's daughter and trying not to get killed. You would fail and die. My train got cancelled, so I might miss my connection. We'll have to wait another hour. I am fuming. Oh, no. If you're in Germany, that's very surprising to hear. Your train got cancelled. It's the fall of German civilization. Nah, good grief. 100 mil of Trisardi Uomo heading my way, and I'm so excited about it. Definitely a keeper for me. Wish he'd said back in the day. Sold mine to Ramsey. Had a vintage Trisardi Uomo. Smelled black. Have you ever smelled Sergio Soldano Nero? Shit. That stuff smells like it's got aspects of vintage Bellamy about it. It's aromatic, but smells black. And I mean, like black smoke. Difficult wear. Well, that sounds good. Both good and frightening. About 50 mil of vintage Trisardi Uomo for €50, bargain. Ahoy, mates. Ahoy, Scent Explorer. Scent of the day is Andy Towers Golistan. Anyone here tried it? No one talking about it. No, I have tried it and I didn't like it. But you've mentioned... I don't know how I've got any bottles of perfume left me. Like, I shouldn't be fucking trusted with them. Like, you mentioned Andy Tower there. I wore this. This is fantastic. I love this shit so much. It's so good. Pulling out Musmaderm without giving it a sniff. Outrageous behaviour. I'll give it a sniff when I finish the... Let's give us a second. I've failed you, Pat Lester. Very good. I paid under 120 for mine. 100 mil. Found Sergio Soldano aftershave. You want the one that's encased in plastic. It surely is. Berlin public transport has been absolutely fucked. In Berlin as well. Ew, says product. It's not ew. You're ew. Stop that. Ryan says, got a sample of Girl on Vanilla Planifolia, and it's amazing, but 500 for 50 mil. That is that them little dinky bottles? I don't even think they're 50 mils, are they? Is that the Iris Polida one? That's the bottles that the Iris Polida comes in, is it not? I don't even know that they're 50 mil. Or am I wrong? The thing is, yeah, it's the extra. Are the 50 mil? Fuck. Surely, fucking, they can't think that's fucking acceptable. Right? Fucking hell. What the fuck, man? There's a couple of them that smell all right as well, you know, but there's no way you could convince me to part with fucking the best part of 500 quid for 50 mil of that. Hello, Lewis M. I hope you are well. Hello, T2. Nexon is brilliant. Have you got a Joe? Did I know this and forget? Possibly. Welcome, Jonathan. Jesus, your bottles are extra rugged. They've lived a tough life. They went through the school of hard knocks and the university of getting the shit kicked out of them. And they all passed with flying colours. Only ever broke one bottle in my own house. Once broke a Prada Amber Pour Homme in House of Fraser. Shamefully. Hello, Lewis M. Those two true Saudis are left. Someone in the UK needs to grab at that price. Sealed as well, says Nick. Good grief. Welcome, Germs. There's the extra for 50 mil, £500, man. What? Will they not appear at discount? Well, I don't know, that girl on does. I don't check discounters anymore. Do you know, not a day would go by, not a day, sometimes not even like a morning or an afternoon would go by. I'd be on there like 3 and 4 times a day, man. You know what I mean? But sometimes it was worth it. Sometimes you'd like see something that wasn't there before and you'd be like, ooh. Tower next on my list. Any recommendations for a summer frag? What's the orange one? People go mad for the orange one. Doing the orange star? I quite like incense rose. Nexon's really good for Tower. Fion Rose de Kandahar. Don't know if that's still available. Is Nexon still available? Nah. There was only 1,000 bottles left. No. I managed to get it back up. Maybe 2. I'm not sure. I'd have to go and have a look. I hope I've got 2 backups because I would use them. This is not going to last this because it's absolutely gorgeous. Like, took me clothes to get washed before. I took them downstairs to wash them is what I should have said. Took them downstairs to wash them. And one of my t-shirts smelled like, I was like, oh, what's that? Couldn't remember, and then it hit us. Smells creamy white. Oh, it's glorious. It's his best work in years, like. Scent of the day is Mediterranean Neroli EDT. Where's my bottle of that gone? Have I sold that? That should be out in the summer rotation as well. I'll have to find that. You've spent your daily fuck allowance. I don't have a daily fuck allowance. I've got a weekly fuck allowance now. I'm old. Those Chanel and Guerlain extras are a joke. The Chanel one's 15 mil for 220, 30 quid. Like, I mean, it's just... No. Probably says, we think those Guerlains are expensive. Then there are people who have all 6 and layer them. Layer them. Maybe if I won the lottery, I'd layer them. I'd still struggle, like. At this point in my life, I think I'm too old to change from being tight. I'd just be like, it's not about how much money you've got, it's about value for money, damn it. I'm sensing a theme with the fragrances brought forward today. What are you sensing, Karen? What does your spidey sense say? Your antenna? Yes, I have Nexon. Bought it immediately after trying it the first time. Yeah, it's fabulous. I love that stuff so much. Tower, says T2. Nick says, original Mugler cologne is going to be as expensive as original vetiver at this rate. Don't pay it. It's just don't get involved. Orange Star. Swiss Alps is underrated. Fee might still be in stock, says Scent Explorer. Yeah, you can't get the roses from Afghanistan for obvious reasons anymore. Fee rose is so candy sweet. Nexon's still there in Italy. Fuck. I might get another bottle. It's expensive though. It's like 220 quid. It's not cheap, but I'll love it. Scent of the day, Egypt 8 and Bob, because why not? Why not indeed? Guerlain Lot, La Matière stuff is hard to find on discounters. You can find the regular stuff like Aqua Allegoria, Better Rouge, Heritage, Linston, Chalamar, Legendaires easily on discounters is often like. Probably I agree, but it's an acquired taste. I really like Tonka, Serapia, Iris, Polita, and Bergamot. I like the Bergamot one as well, yes. I agree. The Bergamot one's really nice too. But where's that there? Ferre, Bergamotto Merino. That's a fantastic bergamot. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's so fucking good. Oh, that is just fucking great. Tell you, that's got a touch of a Scala Indonesia about it. Seasonal rotation video was fun, Rich. Watched it earlier. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I always think those videos are quite fun because you get a little bit of everything. You know, you get like an overview. You see what's still there. You see what's like kind of gone from the last time. I can talk about what I've been wearing, what I haven't been wearing, what I'm musing about keeping, what I'm musing about selling. You know, it's a good little. You know, it's like 4 times a year you'll get. Well, you get the big one in spring and in autumn, at the end of winter and the end of summer, but you get the little ones in between, and they're all good. Little check-ins, little like a service, you know. Oh God, that fucking Bergamotto Merino's incredible. Oh, it's just hanging in the air. It's fucking gorgeous. You know when there's like that type of perfume that like you think I'd really like to smell like that, and then you also think I love the smell of that. Like it is both something I want to smell like and something I like the smell of. Sometimes these are different things. Almost as bad as Amouage or Tars. I've got a couple of one of them. Alain Deleuze, which whew, that's one of the things that smells incredible. I would keep one of those just to smell it. Expensive as it is. Fuck. I've got vintage Egoist on the way. You will be very happy. That Ferret is goated, says Germs. Wouldn't dream of paying that rich. My bottle cost me 60 quid and it's redundant now with the current original vetiver being decent. It's got that smoky hint of the vetiver that I love in some batches. What are we talking about? What are we talking about, Nick? What are we talking about? Mugler Cologne. Yes. I'm liking Bergamot 22 on revisit. Wished it wasn't 300 quid. Well, that's the problem with fucking the Labos, isn't it? I need that damn Ferrer. I want the big ball. Rich, will I like a Peace Marine Paprika Brazil if I like Terra and other JCA spices? A Peace Marine smells a bit like an ozonic, salty Eau de Hermes. Paprika Brazil, to me, it's a spicy at the top, and then just turns into an iris fragrance. In fact, the iris is actually much more interesting than the iris is much more interesting than Iris Ukiyo-e, which is flat, very flat. Probably, but literally just sprayed Bergamot 22 a minute ago on my arm. I got a 100ml bottle for €200 shipped. I like that one, says James. Xiao says, I never tried the Amouage Tars and was very close to blind by Incense Rory and the Oud one, but then I regained consciousness, says Xiao. Surprised you're selling that 200ml at Derby. That's a bargain price at this point, says Nick. Nick, it's all yours whenever you're ready. It's all yours, mate. Trying to find a fat 200ml. I'll try and find another. A couple of those Amouage Tars are brilliant, says Jonathan. Product says, I might look out for a deal too. Too many fakes floating around. 12ml, €500. Those guitars. I think I paid about 150, between 150 and 200, if I remember correctly, which there's no guarantee that I do. Original vetiver, isn't it? Yes. Don't totally worth it. I'll hunt for another. Which Hermes do you own, says Carl. Loads. Voyage to Hermes is more in the ballpark of tear with cardamom. You're selling the 200ml Derby, says Yao. Yes. Yes, friends, I'm sorry to say I am. Never wear it. You will have noticed it's a trophy. I thought I was going to wear it, and I have wore a little bit of it, but I never ever wear it. So gotta go. It's gotta go, friends. It's gotta go. Someone else will love it. I've got over 60 mil of Derby in minis rich. That's a lifetime supply considering it's only an occasional wear, says Nick. That 200 mil is in pristine condition as well. The mint in it's outrageous. How they squeezed that mint and that leather in the same perfume is beyond me. Like, outrageous behavior. I think it's the Artemisia that makes it work. Whoa. Jason Faulkner says, where do you drop links to vintage sales? What do you mean? Me? If you live in the UK, you can just contact me and I will sell you things. My eBay. I'm struggling here. Copy link. Dushan says, I need to contact my friends in Sheffield for that Derby. I need to contact my friends in Sheffield for that Derby. Contact them, buy it. Derby should go to someone in Derby. Have you got that, Jason? Jason, do you live in England? Or the UK? Anywhere in the UK is fine. Would you say that purchasing 200ml Derby changed your mindset on fragrance collecting, says Zhao? I have the impression that you started selling more than buying since Derby. It felt like a high water mark. And I suppose looking back on it, it was. It's a lot of money to spend on a fragrance. It's a very rare fragrance. It's very difficult to get. It's all the things that tick the boxes. It's all the things that tick the boxes that you would associate with me. And I've got it. And I love it. And I actually appreciate it for the perfume that it is and the condition it's in. It's an absolute tribute to its former owners because the perfume's in absolutely impeccable condition. It really is. I'm not just saying that. You can smell it yourself. You can smell the mint. You can smell the Artemisia. You can smell everything you're supposed to. Jason, contact me. Contact me on the eBay. Tell me it's you. We can do a deal, or you can contact us through the channel, whatever. Anyway, the Derby. I felt like I had achieved something. I felt like I got somewhere. I felt like a serious collector. And I wore it a couple of times. And I found it quite difficult. I really, really, really struggle to wear it. Like, I know what people are saying in the chat. They're saying, like, oh, it's, you get paranoid and you find it difficult. You find it difficult to wear because of how expensive it is. It's not because of how expensive it is. It's not. I think when I come to review it, I'll put it out there. When I do sell it. Discord as well, I see you're on there. Yes? Are you in the Discord, Jason? If you're in the Discord, just send us a direct message. Yes, I have definitely changed my I've definitely changed my outlook, Joe, as the answer to your question. Absolutely. I think I was coming up to that point. I was ready, and then the Derby was the high water mark. It was what kind of like I stood on top of the. I mean, I'm fucking getting poetic here, but you kind of stood on top of the hill so you could actually get a bird's eye view of everything, and you can look down and see how things look. And I decided around then that I wanted my collection to not be a museum. I wanted my collection to be something that I was going to wear. And I wanted fragrances that I was going to wear. And I think I'll tell you why I think I'm selling it. I think I'm selling it because it's 200 ml. If it was a 100 ml bottle, or if it was a Listerine, or if it was a spray, I don't think I would sell it. If it was the Listerine version, the one that Ramsey's got, then I don't think I'd be selling it. A lot of my choices to wear fragrance are impulsive. So I wake up in the morning, how do I feel? What's the weather like? What am I doing? For that Derby, I've got to decant it. Nick, I've got a couple of minis. That's another reason I'm selling it. I've got a couple of minis as well. That's another reason. Like, I know Paroli, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to outline that fully in a review. Like, I'm going to do a mint video. Maybe this week I'll do a mint video. Not a vintage fiend, but Derby is delicious, says Pradeep. It's fantastic. It really is. And I meant it when I did that top leathers video with Eugene. It is like one of the very best leathers I've smelled. Just missed my connection by 2 minutes. Sometimes I hate this city, says Often Linked. Are you not wearing Derby because you don't want to, or because you're scared to use it? Belongs in a museum. Best girl on masculine, and actually the only girl on masculine I love, says Nick. Gotcha, yes. Dorset, just check your page. Some gold in there. Bye, Jason. Stay away from rare fragrances. I get super paranoid and weird about those, says Spaced Out. Gonna walk the 3 miles home now because I don't want to stand around for 3 hours like an idiot, says Often Licked. I just think, why the fuck have I got more than 2 dozen fragrances when I smell stuff like Derby? Same with Bellamy, says Nick. Derby is the most elegant leather sheep. We're so classy, says Duchamp. We tend to build up something in our minds over time that reality can't catch up to. Yeah, we do that with more than just fragrances too. Pradeep said, imagine you bought Guerlain's Quail Russi for 2k. I've never seen it for sale, actually. Or have I? I've got a couple of minutes. I've got the wood framed version. I'm not selling it, says Jonathan. I had that as well. I don't think it compares, if I'm being honest. I'm not sure I understand what's making you sell it, says Paroli. Because Ramsey got 100 mil and that's enough, says Duchamp. It is me with the evil twin, Paroli, making him sell. Yeah, the devil nonsense. Am I an angel of death? Well, if he's not wearing it, he's simply hoarding it, isn't he? I think there's an aspect of that. I don't just want to sit on fragrances that I'm not wearing. You know what I mean? People would say, well, what about the Balenciaga Pour Arms? I am wearing that. You know, same with the Pavarottis. I wear those. I don't wear the Derby. When was the last time you saw it in the weekly rotation? You know? There's a lot of fragrances I've sold because I just don't wear them. That's the main reason I sell the fragrances I sell. I'm not selling all the shit ones and keeping the good ones. I'm not selling all the good ones and just keeping the shit ones. Do you know what I mean? I'm selling the ones that I just don't wear. That's the criteria. There are some that I've changed my opinion about. Like, I'm going to be selling me Body Koros. I've got me Body Koros. I'm selling that. I've got vintage Body Koros, and I'll be selling that. In fact, I'm going to put a few things on the screen. Ugh. Let's put the Tropaloose. So, vintage Body Koros. Become an investment connoisseur with Derby. I'd have to keep it for years. It's a really healthy mindset, in my opinion, says Nick. Yeah, it is. There's no point in keeping them if you're not wearing them. The thing is, as well, right, is that there's a financial aspect to it as well. I didn't get these for free. You know, I didn't get these for free, and if I want other things, right, and I don't want to put new money in, this was kind of another thing I said as well when I got the Derby. I'm not going to put new money into fragrances. You know? I'm not putting new money into fragrances. I'm only spending money on fragrances that I've generated from selling the fragrances that I've, you know what I mean? Or if I want to buy something, I'll sell fragrances to fucking get them and stuff like that. Or in the case of needing a new phone, I am going to try and get it funded through the coffee. I am saving up. It is my fund. As that's what the coffee is for, to buy equipment for the channel. Don't drop anything. If you have any unworn expensive rarities, you just have a collection of bottles. Yes, you're collecting bottles. Mitra incredibly relieved. I cheat vis-a-vis the rotation vids because I look at your fragrant again. Harsh. That's outrageous. Tell me about it. I need to sell 30k by August, says Mitra. Duck is the old money. Then you literally have old money fragrances. Sorry, I will say myself out, says Zhao. Oh no. You haven't worn Derby since before November, by the way, says Karen. I know. Plus, there's a real sadness to something sitting gathering dust when somebody else could be seriously enjoying it. Yeah, I totally agree. I would rather sell it to somebody else who would really, really enjoy it more. Not that I don't enjoy it. I haven't enjoyed it. But, I mean, I've really enjoyed my time with it because it smells incredible. That, it's hard to express what that mint Artemisia, there's like a spicy, minty kind of slightly herbal green minty thing that turns into the buttery leather, which is just bonkers. You would never find something so clever or so creative in modern perfume. You just wouldn't. You don't, because they're not there. You know what I mean? They're not there. Nobody's making perfumes like that anymore. There's a reason it's sought after. There's a reason it's so expensive. You know? It's not just because people like turn around one day and say, oh, well, I'm going to say this is an expensive fragrance. It's not. There are some fucking fragrances, most fragrances ever made get discontinued. No one gives a shit. No one gives a shit. No need to explain. I was just curious. I'll sell a bottle in a heartbeat because it looked at me in the wrong direction, says Paroli. You should sell them all in that case, says Mitra. Mint gives him life like a vitamin, says Duchamp. Derby was a flop too. Yeah, Derby was a flop. If Derby wasn't a flop, it wouldn't have got discontinued, would it? Know what I mean? Ninoslav says, I guess I'm going crazy. That's why I basically laid Amouage Diamant and Francesca Bianchi at Truscan water. It is vitamin D, vitamin Derby. I have to go to the bathroom, friend. And then I will come back and tell you the tale of Noir Peace and the fucking shithouse who fucking bought it and returned it and left me negative feedback. My first ever negative feedback. What a cunt. Well, friends, I'm back. Apparently Brian and Buemo doesn't want to join Newcastle, the absolute fucking cunt. What a dick to join Man United. What a tramp. That is very fucking upsetting, that, mate. What a twat. Well, okay. I'm back. I just need to recover from this. Fucking sorry, Newcastle just fucking ruining my life. Where are we? Richard streaming on the stream. I want that Nawara piece. Make it happen. Pavarotti. Are there any other fragrances that have the impact on you that like Derby and Balenciaga Pour Homme had? Pavarotti. Pavarotti. Ambra Sultan. Ambra Sultan's probably had the biggest impact on me as far as perfume is concerned. It just showed us what perfumes can do. I never knew that perfumes could be that way. Listen intently to the strength of the stream, says Mitra. A lot of pieces, probably. I have my Derby Mini, looks great, smells great, and it didn't cost a fortune. I can easily get another one too, says Tim. I heard a groan, says Paroli. Did he just say no? Bless you. I got a metal cap, unlike the larger bottles. Can never get my head around that. Is it the infamous bottle of Noir piece? Yes, Dick, it is. I'm fuming. Wet dog is what I thought when I first smelled Koros on G Fox Counter back in the 80s. I wasn't ready for it. Way too funky. It was ahead of its time. But now it's behind its time. Noir piece with PTSD in recovery, says Nick. What happened? Lots of moaning and groaning. Bro, why are you selling stuff that isn't beast mode? It's often like, yes, the people in the Discord were up to speed. I want to buy that Noir piece so that I can return it because it's not beast mode, says Paroli, you shocking little man. Leave me alone. Imagine Noir piece got Brenda release. Yeah, he'd fucking whack, like, it'd be hilarious. I should tell him to go and buy that. No, I blocked him, actually. Nefarious little bastard. He got censured by eBay, I'll tell you in a minute, though. Slowly moving forward, there's a lot to work through. I hope you're okay. Frank, I was going to ask myself. Fragrance Collector, hello. Spaced Out says, Rich, try Bulgari Pour Homme. It's the blueprint of LV Imagination, but 10 times better and just an overall great release for warm days. I actually gave it to Richie G. Had it, gave it to Richie G. Thought it was good. Thought it was nice, but in the end I just never wore it, you know. Giving the fragrances to Richie G. Barbro Groupin, hello Mitch, really enjoy your videos. What are your thoughts on Polo Green? Never heard you talk about it. Everything should tell you that I love Polo Green, but I have had the Warner version and the Cosmo version and sold them both. Welcome, Stuart Mabe. Nick says I bought a bottle of Polar Crest recently. Pretty nice. Monogram's pretty nice as well, actually. Okay, so somebody bought the Noara piece off me last week, and I reviewed it and sent it off. The guy... Where is he? First thing he said on the 26th of May, bro, is that the best price? Didn't say hello, didn't say how are you. First word out of his fucking mouth. Bro, is that the best price? Yes. Is it this style of label? So I sent him a picture of the label. And then he messaged saying, I took it. I was like, roger that. I'll get it out to you tomorrow. And it should be with you on Wednesday. Cheers. I know your videos. I'm in the sector. Thanks. 28th of May. Bro, would you accept a return? I don't find it beast performer as some reviewers described it. It's somehow flat. I don't know if the fragrance is not get bad at this point. I will pay for the postage. To which I replied, no, sorry, I don't take returns as is stated in the listing. To which he replied, I could start with eBay, mate. So I replied to him, so could I. They can and do read these messages and will see what you are trying to do. You bought a fragrance that was exactly as described, but you purchased it based on other people's opinions and not what was stated in the listing. I'm not here to act as a sample service for you to buy a fragrance and return it for no fault of mine. To which he replied, okay, then let's see what will happen. I'm just not happy with it, as I said. It may have gone bad. I don't know how it's been stored, and this is more than 10 years old. That was the last that we heard. Anyway, he went to eBay. eBay said provide a label to send it back. I was like, look, I don't want to give this cunt his fucking money back. They were like, don't worry about it, but you've got to fucking provide a return label. You've got to fucking... He sent it back. I was like, right. So he sends it back. He sends it back. I get it back, and I'm like, he's used it. He's fucking used it. I said to eBay, I was like, he's fucking used it. I can't. Do you know what I mean? He's bought something, used it, and then wanted to send it back. Not only that, right? But he's said in his messages to us that he's bought it based on other people's fucking descriptions of it. Like, not what was stated in the listing. Like, I never said it was beast performance. I was like, this is what I was saying to eBay. I was like, he's a fucking nefarious little shit. I was like, fuck this cunt. I was like, not only that, right? He's trying to fucking scam us. And like, I'm concerned that we're like, right, fucking, we can see your sales history. We can see your fucking, we can see everything's great on your account. You've been selling for a long time. You've accepted returns before, which I have, for reasons people have I say many, I've only ever had about maybe 2-3 things returned. Maybe it's not even that. There's one that stands out. That fucker was a cunt as well. Like, but I filled out a thing with eBay, and I was like, look, he's used the fuck. I was like, I can't put it back up for sale. I was like, if somebody like, I don't know, it's like underpants. You can't go to a shop, buy a pair of fucking underwear, buy some underwear, right? Wear it and then take it back. There's an exception under the returns policies of every company that sells clothes. And it's the same thing with perfume. Once it's used, it's used, it's used. I can't sell it again, right? So I was like, he's used the fucker. And he said that it wasn't what somebody else told him it was going to be like. And they were like, right. They were like, fucking, no problem. They were like, fill out this document, right? Send it in to her and fucking tell her what your problem is, tell her what you think he's done. They were like, anyway, long story short, eBay refunded him. Right? eBay refunded him, right? And then he left negative fucking feedback on my, he left negative feedback, the first negative feedback I've ever had. And I was fucking raging. I was like, who is this guy? I mean, I was expecting it, but I was seething. And it said, the little mad guy got furious because I returned his item and then he tried to scam me and opened a case to not giving me back the refund and keep his parfum. All spelled terribly, by the way. Like, he spelled this without the S. So I fucking got back. I got back in touch with eBay and I said, he's left dodgy fucking feedback. And I warned you about this. I was like, I told you that he would do this because it was obvious he was going to fucking do it. And they were like, right, let's have a look at it. I reported the feedback and they were like, right, no bother, we'll take it down. And he got another strike against his name. But they don't get rid of the rating. After reviewing the details, we found that this feedback includes a comment that violates our feedback policy. As a result, we've taken action to remove the comment from your feedback profile while the buyer's ratings will remain. I was like, fuck off. Are the buyer's ratings fucking remaining? You absolute shitheads. That's the fucking point. Anyway, I wrote to them and I said, take that fucking rating down. Bastards. Hello, Richard. Thank you for writing to eBay customer service in relation to the feedback concern. I do understand you need our help in negative rating removal as the feedback comment has already been removed. Please be assured I'll ensure this concern is addressed. I truly appreciate your patience and efforts in trying to sort this case. I reviewed all the details for you and I'm delighted to know that the feedback comment has been removed. Further, I would like you to share that any ratings or detailed seller ratings that were left by your buyer will remain on your account. I would not worry much though, since feedback and detailed seller ratings aren't included in your seller performance metrics anymore and will not impact your seller performance rating. For your future reference, you can refer to the help page. Thanks for letting me get this sorted for you. I'm closing this contact as resolved. Thank you for contacting eBay customer service and being a valuable member for over 12 years. Mate, I'm unimpressed. Wanker. So basically I'm selling the Noir a piece cheap now. Andrej says, evening Rich and all in the chat. Scent of the day, Sizzly. Les Eaux Rêvées, Dalma from a sample. I'm sampling this line after Rich's comments on De Hubert. I won't be buying that, but I did actually quite like it. Wearing Bug My nighttime fragrances, Stuart. Somebody in the Discord was asking about that. I think it was Crew, KRU. I want it, says Paroli. It's yours. Ryan says, bro, sounds like a right toss. I should be able to report him and get the feedback removed. What a twat. Could have drove to his house. Mate, honestly, he lives 20 minutes away. He lives 2 minutes up the road from Richie G. He lives 2 minutes up the road from Richie G. Mental. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. Fucking 10 years ago, I might. Actually, no, 10 years ago, I was fucking crippled as well, so... 15 years ago, I might have done that. So cringe. What are you doing, you dumb nerd, says Chuck. Far too many time wasters and scammers on eBay. Little shits. All this could have been avoided if he'd sampled it first, for fuck's sake. Aye, absolute wanker. So was it sealed when sold or almost full or what? Yeah, it was almost full. I think he's used it with a mill. It was full of that. Yeah, oh, so he's used about a mill. So yes. Oh, it's so potent. It's so clovey. If you like clove, you're in the UK and you want a vintage Noir piece, let us know. How many mil are missing, bro? Fahrenheit, says Peter. Fahrenheit? It's Noir a piece. Next video, top 10 eBay cunts. Yes. Yes, you sell the underwear and you make... Yes, that's right, aye. Yeah, used underwear is a big market. Yes, it is. I'm not sure I would want to sell to the particular clients who would want to buy mine, to be honest, but there we are. Mao, rule number uno, if it starts with bro or is it real, block. Yes. Masso says, as a deterrent, take photos of your perfume on scales showing the weight in addition to the level. Might just deter scammers a little bit. Ultimately, a shit's a shit, though. Yeah, and the thing is, eBay almost always comes down in favour of the buyer, which is good if you're buying things. But to be fair, they haven't took my money back offers. I've kept the money. That's why I'm selling this Noir piece cheap. Well, now that you've been paid for it, I will pay for you to ship it to me, says Dick. Dick, if you lived in the same country, you fucking have it. You can leave negative feedback for him too. No, I can't. I can't because the purchase was completed. I tried and I fucking can't. Absolute wanker. I can't give him a negative fucking... I can't give him negative feedback as a buyer. Disgusting. Should we write some poetic feedback? What does that mean? They told you to fuck off then? Essentially, he wrote all that instead of no. Yeah. Those are the exact same words eBay used to me when some moron bought something they gave negative feedback on. Call them mobster to straighten them up. Get Richie G to go around. Does his Eve's name? Drop his Eve's name so no one else will deal with him. Judo98. I've got his real name as well. And his fucking address. I'm not going round. Carnival Tribute says, scent of the day, Acqua di Parma Cipresso di Toscana. Hello, good sir. May I inquire, will this fragrance leave bitches' panties all wet and want to get with me as soon as possible? Kind regards, bro. I can't. Cipresso di Toscana. If I wasn't saving up for a fucking phone, I'd probably just fucking give it away. Bet that bloke is a Beach fan. Yes, that just makes it worse. But a bloke is beast mode, dreams were torn apart by a rich. Life is harsh. Yes, on the subject of Acro de Palma, I want another 30 mil of Mirto di Paneria. Do you know, I never wear Mandolo di Sicilia, but I can't bear to part with it because I think it smells really nice. It smells like almond ice cream. Really high-end, quality almond Italian ice cream. Should have decanted some Mikey Galloway into that Noir piece. He'd have fucking loved it, this shit cunt. That charming man is wearing Pelargonium, which I also have a bottle of and I'm looking forward to wearing. It's very nice. It's got something of a Nexin about it. It smells a bit like Nexin. It's fantastic. I've got 150 mil of the Mandolo. Don't know how much the 30 mils go for. I'm going to sell Versailles Pour Homme as well. Got a vintage of Versailles Pour Homme. That's a proper vintage gem you can't find. But I haven't got the original. Well, I have got the original bottle, but I had to decant it. Anyone tried Indult? Tejota, yes. Tejota's smells exactly like... Tejota smells exactly like vanilla paste, vanilla cake. It's very, very accurate. Does Noir Peace smell anything like Pipa Negrum? I love a spice accord. I wore Ura Essential from Girl On today. What do you think about that versus Ensons Mythique? I much prefer Ensons Mythique. Wasn't a fan of the Oud one. Tejota is the best vanilla, period. Yeah, it probably is, to be fair. Can anyone confirm the rumours around Tom Ford boat discontinuing Beau de Jour, the signature version, says Mosso? I have heard the same rumours, and I don't know if it's true or not. I have tunnel vision for Le Labo, and I don't go out my way to buy anything else, says Spaced Out, because it would obliterate my wallet if it wasn't already obliterated. Vanilla Van is better than Tejota. I prefer vanilla. Tejota smells really nice, but it's not something I would ever wear. Whereas Vanilla Van is an incredible fragrance. Tony Stark is here. This is Bilbo's new account. Oh, I see that Noir piece on the table. Absolutely stunning fragrance and underrated. It's a vintage. Would you like to buy it? If you live in the UK, I can sell you it. Because I want that stuff so much, but I had to limit myself to one brand just cause. Yeah, I mean, if you find a brand that you're willing to just go all in on and invest in, why not? It's one way of collecting, you know? How's it going, Jay Smooth? I'm okay. Isvaraya is a fantastic plum, spicy patchouli, and Queer 404 is a really good aromatic leathery scent. Welcome, Drophouse. Have you smelled Nosferatu, Rich? Shut up. Wish I could restrict myself to one house, but my tastes are all over the place. I'm glad I haven't restricted myself to one house. I do have leanings towards certain houses, like Serge Luton, Les Indomptables, some Creeds, I suppose, Girl. Everybody's kind of into Girl On. But I like that mine or around, you know. Not in the UK, unfortunately. I used to live in Leeds, though. Oh, that's cool. Leeds is about an hour and a half away from me. What's with the Nosferatu fragrance? Nosferatu by Heretic Perfume sounds disgusting. What about Bloody Wood by Liquid Imaginaires? No, I haven't smelled Bloody Wood. But you like Bloody Wood, don't you, Bilbo? I've heard that about you. All the boys. Vintage Coty, Girl On, or Balmain are tempting houses to be exclusive with me. Well, I had a vintage Ebony which I sold, and it smelled lovely, but it wasn't something I was wearing. Paroli's trying to lure me into the world of Creed, says RN. Don't go there. They're not the house they used to be. And I know I say that a lot, but I mean, really, Creed's. Mugler fell off a cliff, right? But they also stopped making fragrances, men's fragrances, especially the A-men's and that. Creed kept making perfumes, but their perfumes turned to shit. You know? They reformulated their perfumes and made them terrible. Wait for my bottle of Creed's Quadrusi. Did you see this Les Indomptables announced the new fragrance? Yes, I'm going to admit, I'm not looking forward to it. The last couple haven't been as amazing. I mean, I really, really like Orange Sirocco. I really like it. It's not as objectively good as something like Rose de Jamal or Vanille Havane. But I really like it. Whereas, I mean, Patchouli Noisette was fucking, that was a hard landing for me, that. They put amberwood in it. Really struggle with that fragrance. We'll see. Maybe the Immortelle will surprise us. And I don't like Immortelle anyway. Ebony was a funny one. Fell out of love with it as rapidly as I fell in love with it. Unusual for me. I like Creed Aventus, says Tony Stark. I know, I've seen you fucking short videos about it. Bois de Portugal and Royal Oud was alright. Everything else, I don't know, feels very different. Bois de Portugal's such a great fragrance. Christ. I might listen to Paroli. He has not steered me wrong yet. Is Frederic Malle Dawn legendary status like Musk or Ravager Dawn shite? I really didn't like Dawn, says Paroli. Yeah, I thought Dawn... No, maybe not shite. Shite's harsh. I just thought it was really average. They released a newer one as well, Hope. I thought that was fucking shite. It's boring. Yes, I thought about doing a bundle. Of these three fragrances. Noir Peace, Body Chorus, and this Parle-moi Parfum. Just give this to somebody who works in a fucking office who doesn't really care about fragrance. They'll think it's great. Like, I'm so glad I got this half price. These are like, I think at the time they were going for like 180 quid. I paid less than 90, I think. And I think that's about what it's worth, if I'm being honest. If that. The previous formulation of Aventus was excellent, some real depth in the dry down again. The Middle Eastern line is too low. The Night is legendary, though. I really like the Night. P.S. Welcome. Really interested in the Immortelle they're doing. You will blind buy and make yourself like it over months. No, I will take the 10mm thing that they're going to be fucking selling, and I will try it and maybe not even buy it. I enjoyed the Patchouli Noisette stream with Antoine, the Pool of Ales, Eugene, and you. I really liked it at first until that fucking amberwood just fucking homed into view. It was a good stream. That I enjoy those streams, or enjoyed them when we were doing them. It was really nice. The patchouli in that fragrance is gorgeous. It's in Jubilation 40. But the amberwood they put in, and the fucking hazelnut, you can barely smell it. It's nice when you can. It's nice when you can smell it, you just never can. Might not sample that new Lesson Demo Doubler after the recent from Bistro cost money for a whole lot of nothing. Dawn is not shite, says Jonathan. It's crazy how I was not into animalics and spices, yet I loved cumin the most out of any spice. John, same here. I'm excited to try it at least. Nick says, Bois de Portugal has some really good recent formulations. Not what it was at its peak, but it's very respectable. Offenlicht says, I ended up getting Histoire de Parfum Fidelis instead of Dawn, mostly because of the price. That'll do it. Dawn has an amazing olibanum frankincense. Hope is not great. Hope is not great. Like, anyone tried the new 80s yet? Someone will have. When is the next gaming stream? I've actually hurt me back from sitting in the chair. So, fuck knows when the next gaming stream is. Yes, I've got a soft spot for Immortelle, says Jonathan. Eau Noir is a big Immortelle. Yes, but it's also matched by that lavender. Tony is only here because of Rich's soothing voice. Why is that Jean Patou by Lacoste back there so expensive? Because it's a vintage Jean Patou fragrance. This is the Eau de Sport. So, this is the Eau de Sport version, which actually has better performance than the original. The original of that fragrance, I swear to you, this is true, lasts about 2 hours. It's absolutely hideous, the performance on it. Is un fleur de cassis similar to 31 Rue Cambon in any way? Says Spaced Out. Someone else will have to help you with that, Proddy, probably. Hey, Tony, I hope you're well, says Offenlicht. Truly Noisette is awful, says Proddy. It's like the dry down of Middle Eastern frags after 2 days. It's the amberwood. They didn't need to put that in there. It's Dura Rose who was fucking violently fucking opposed to it, like. Hope is good, but not original. Many people wouldn't necessarily find it better than Promise, but way more expensive. Promise is so harsh. Like the stream, friends. If you're into liking streams, please like the stream. Jay Smooth, if you cut Richard's collection, you will go bankrupt. Avert your eyes. Says RN. Jean Patou Lacoste was a big disappointment for me. Very meh, says Nick. I have both, and I do not understand the comparison between Fidelis and Dawn. Pat says, I always buy the 7mm they offer on release. I hope they continue selling in that size. Yes, that's what I'll be doing. Jay Smooth. Game standing up. The thing is that I've got a lazy boy. Got a lazy boy fucking... got a lazy boy recliner, and that's what I game in. And it just fucking, it's not good for your back. Like, is Noir a piece pre-Estee Lauder? Yes, but it's after the matte cap. So the matte caps, I don't know when they ended, right? But this is pre-Estee Lauder, and you can tell that because it's got an 8-digit batch code on the bottom, right? And Estee Lauder's fragrances have a 3-digit batch code. This has got an 8-digit batch code, and it's got the old label on, as you can see. So You're right, they're not incredibly similar. They just felt a similar role for me in terms of situations I'd wear them, plus I love Fidelis. If I could choose three, Frederick Malle, Pre-Estee Lauder, Una Rose, Carnal Flower, and Muscat Ravageur would be it. If you're going pre-Estee Lauder, you would have to get Portrait of a Lady, because there are a number of people who collected Frederick Malle a long time ago who have said Portrait of a Lady was almost a different fragrance back then because of the sheer volume of rose that was in it. They said you couldn't make it now. You can't make it because of the restrictions, but the price would be completely prohibitive. It would be completely, like, you wouldn't be able to sell it for less than, like, the night. You're right, they're not incredibly similar. Sorry. Modern perfumes don't use carnations anymore, which is a shame, says Tool. Really shows how undereducated the new era of perfume buyers are. Well, it feels like everybody's getting more stupid, doesn't it? I was going to say stupider there, but it's not a word. Back issue is a back issue, no matter the chair, says Dropout. Yes. You should just buy a new gaming chair like me. I don't want to buy another. The chair's incredible. I love Fidelis. I've had for 15 years now. Christ. A big fan of the house on the whole. Pradeep, are you enjoying the absolute polar soir? Is it only for colder seasons, says Carl. Offenlich says yes, Twas managed to make a really high quality product for a good price. They all could, but they don't. I'm looking to add 80 and 25 in Encensoir. It's nice, that one, actually. I've smelled that. It's good. You need my chair for gaming, says Mitra. If I sat on your chair, I would break it, because I am thick. Carl, you live in Coldland. That's the Noir piece I have, says Jonathan. It was fine here too. It's hot now, RN. Never-ending days, says Carl. Joe Bobby Fisher, like your chair. Pre-Estee Lauder Frederick Mars were really were the peak of quality and blending just the best of what fragrances could offer, says Spaced Out. I've been curious about that Encensoir. Yeah, it's really good. Duck's going an extra hour today, says James. I just sent you a DM about Noir piece. Yeah, I saw it. I'll get in touch. I'll get in touch. I thought I hadn't heard from that for a while. Oh! It's fucking almost daylight outside. I'm scared to open the fucking door because I've had the lights on and flies will come in. Oh, dear me. So, yes, I'm selling Body Kuros, my vintage, about 80 to 90 mil. And I am selling the vintage Noir piece. I don't think either of them will be going on eBay. So they are my latest. We should do a gaming stream with a webcam. No! Don't want to. I got a message. I have a message. I just sent you a DM. Listen to Madonna is super classy, soft and gentle. Very different from all the perfumes I've ever tried. Reality is peak quality. Really is peak quality. Noir piece puts me in a good mood. Not sure why. Maybe it reminds you of Christmas with all the clove and shit like that, you know? Oh dear. I'm trying to love when that happens. Pavarotti does that to me. Oh. Orange, clove, spice. Good night, and thank you for a great chat. Funeral tomorrow morning. Oh, sorry, Tim. So the twat got his money back. Yes, he did, but not from me. Noara Peace seems to have a melon note, as known as Rudnitska, which is smooth as hell. Noara Peace has complexity to it, and a smear of Frederick Moore green. Nice, so does the Jardin en Méditerranée for me, says Jonathan. Were you sad the first time you played Red Dead Redemption? Yes, but we knew it was coming. You know? Rich, do you prefer Bois de Portugal or Eau Sauvage? Ooh. Harsh. I'm at the hospital in the morning, going to see a shoulder specialist. Not about my shoulder, strangely. Oh. Not about my shoulder. Tony, don't ruin the ending for Misha, even though she has watched the playthrough twice, isn't it? Alright. Well, I've complained enough. Talked about fragrance. My back's getting sore now, just even sitting in this chair, like. See what Pat says. I'm going to mention a fragrance. Your curiosity will pique, then you'll go through your collection to find it, pick it up, and give it a big sniff. A Scallon Haiti. No, it's right there. I can see it. Those who own vintage Portrait of Lady are holding on to it like gold. I wonder how much it would go for now. Over $1,000. Well over $1,000. Maybe approaching 2 if it was full. If it was 100 mil and it was full. Yeah. Anyway, I am off. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for hanging out with me. T2, I have responded to your message on eBay. And I will see you all again soon. Cheers, everyone.